Hey, you guys. I am so sorry. I have a sick kiddo again. The good news is, because of that, your notes are going to get shortened today. So that's great for you guys. But I'm not taking anything off the notes that was on the homework. So your homework should be just fine. You should be able to do it all. But yeah, we'll take off a little bit at the end of this. But I do want to start you with the warm up just to keep you in that mode, because we got a quiz on Friday that entails a little bit of this. So it says, last week Wesley's pet shop made $4,500 selling 35 puppies. Labs sell for $100. Golden retrievers sell for $150. How many labs did Wesley sell? So keep in mind what I said before. Keep the money together, right? So $4,500, $100, and $150 will stay together. But before you try to set that up, define some variables. So I'm going to say labs are L and golden retrievers are R. And let's set up two equations. So if it is $100 per lab plus $150 per golden retriever, then the total amount of money is $4,500. So that's one equation. And then the other equation, it says they're selling 35 puppies total. So that's going to be labs plus retrievers equals 35. Okay. From there, we have to be able to do substitution or elimination, and you can do either one. I really like elimination better, so I would do elimination on this. In order to do that, I would multiply my bottom equation by negative 100. So this whole thing, I'm going to multiply by a negative 100. So that's going to get me negative 100L, negative 100R, and negative 3,500. So what I'm going to do is just ignore this whole line and combine these two. So 100 plus a negative 100 goes away. 150 plus a negative 100, I'm going to move over here, would be 50R. And then add those together, 4,500 plus a negative 3,500 is 1,000. So divide by 50, and R comes out to 20. Okay, so that means 20 golden retrievers. So then I would come back over to this one that I crossed out. Labs plus 20 equals 35. So we're going to take away the 20, and labs equals 15. So then you should tell me at the end of the problem, there were 20 golden retrievers and 15 labs. Okay? I'm not going to write that down right now, but make sure you label your answers for me. Okay, then the rest of this is what we did yesterday, but now it's a system of inequalities. So there's going to be overlap, and you'll be shading. So I'm going to show you what this looks like, and I think you're going to do great because you did this yesterday with me. I'm going to color code. So red will be a red graph, blue will be a blue graph. This first equation, okay, you have a y-intercept of negative 3, sorry. So go down 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you have a slope of 2. So up 2 to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1. Make sure you're asking yourself the question, is this going to be a dotted line or a solid line? We're judging based on that symbol, that less than. So y is less than 2x minus 3. That's a dotted line because it doesn't have the equal to bar. Okay, so it looks like that. And then we're saying y is less than, remember less than is lower. I'm actually going to shade with my highlighter here, but I'll also show you how you could shade. So I usually go perpendicular to the line that I have drawn, like this. That's kind of up to you. The blue, okay, you have to rearrange. So take away a 2x. So y is greater than a negative 2x plus 2. Okay. So you're going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1. Again, this is going to be a dotted line. Okay, and now this says y is greater than that line. So if you shade that now, above that line, oops, switch my color. Above that line is here. Okay, so the solution is actually the overlap, but you can either shade and see where the overlap of the shading is, or for the sake of like a quiz or test, here's what I like to do. I like, again, to go perpendicular, because then you can see kind of that where red meets blue, right, is that overlap. This, so I'm going to do it purple because that's red and blue together. That is technically your solution, but I want to see the whole thing. Okay, so I want to see the darker where they overlap, but don't erase this chunk, don't erase that chunk. Leave the whole thing there, kind of like they did here, right? You can see this is blue, this is yellow, and where blue and yellow meet is green. So this is the solution of that one. Same idea, okay? Okay, next one. So this first equation, y is greater than 3x minus 2. So we're going to go down 2, and then a slope of 3. So 1, 2, 3 up, 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3 up, 1 to the right. So here's your dotted line. Again, this one is dotted because it doesn't have the equal to bar. And y is greater than that. So that's going to be above this line. I'm just going to do my shading like this time. For those of you that liked it better yesterday, you can plug in 0, 0 to determine where to shade. Let me show you that one time. So if I plug in 0, 0 for x and y, it would be 0 is greater than 3 times 0 minus 2. So 0 is greater than, that equals a negative 2. 0 is greater than negative 2, so 0, 0, which is right here, would be part of our answer. So that's how you know to shade this way, because that was a true solution. Okay, so that's your other option. The blue line, you could do cover up here, or you can just put it into slope intercept. I'm just going to move this into slope intercept. So plus x, so you get 2y is less than or equal to x plus 6, and then we would divide by 2. So y is less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 3. So we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a slope of 1/2. So up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, or you can down 1 over 2 as well. This one's going to be a solid line because you've got that equal to bar on there. So you draw a solid line. Okay, and then it says y is less than or equal to. So if you're going less than, you're lower than the bar, that line. Okay, so now think of where is red meeting blue, and that would be all of this as your overlap. Okay. Again, if you wanted to plug in 0, 0, 0 is less than or equal to 1/2 times 0 plus 3. So 0 is less than or equal to 3. That checks out. 0, 0 is here, so we want to shade on that side for the blue. Okay, so you can do it either way. You can do it just based on the symbol itself, or you can do it by plugging in 0, 0. All right, letter C. This one, you have y is greater than or equal to a negative x plus 5. So graph it like a line, right? A y-intercept of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a slope of negative 1. So down 1 to the right one, down 1 to the right one. You can do that as many times as you want. This is going to be a solid line because it has the equal to bar. And then y is greater than or equal to that. So y is going to be above that. So again, you can do it with a highlighter, or you can do it with shading like this. And then your other one, you're going to add 3x to both sides to isolate the y. So y is less than or equal to 3x minus 4. So we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a slope of 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. This is going to be solid again. Okay, and y is less than or equal to that. So you want to go below the line, which is technically going to be this way. Okay, if you want to plug in 0, 0, 0 is less than or equal to 3 times 0 minus 4. So 0 is less than or equal to negative 4. That is not true. So you don't want to shade towards 0, 0, which is why we shaded this way instead. So your solution is where the red meets the blue to make purple. And it looks like that. Okay. That is really the heart of what you're going to do today. We're not going to do any of this today. I'm going to do 1 or 2 of these with you. We'll see how things are going here. So take a look at this. It says, what system of inequalities is represented by the graph? So let's just look at letter A here. Starting with the blue line. Okay. If I want to write an inequality for the blue line, I need to know my y-intercept. So this point right here. Remember, if y equals mx plus b, you'll have an m and a b. M being your slope, b being your y-intercept. So your y-intercept right now, right here, is a negative 1. Okay. Your m, your slope, is going to be up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. So your slope is 1. So that inequality, if it was an equation, it would be y equals 1x minus 1. But it's not, okay? There's shading above this blue line. So you would say, and it's a solid blue line. So you would say y is greater than or equal to 1x, so x minus 1. Okay, so that's the inequality for that blue line. The inequality for the red line, you got to do the same thing. You have a slope and a y-intercept. So your slope, actually let's start with your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is here. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your y-intercept is 5. And then your slope is going down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. So negative 1 over 2. So again, if it was an equation, it would be y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. But this needs to be an inequality. And look where they shaded. I don't know why they changed to yellow, but they did. They did this essentially as their shading, right? Yellow. So that is going below. So you would say y is less than or equal to a negative 1/2 x plus 5. So this is your system. Those two inequalities together get you that, okay? If you want to try these two on your own, go for it. I don't have anything like this on the quiz where you have to turn it into the inequality, but it's just a good practice to kind of reverse your order of things. Excuse me. I think I'm getting whatever my kids have. So yeah, go ahead and try them if you want. You don't have to. But that should be it for today. I hope to see you in a couple days.